Chiefs.
Yep. It's going to be a lot of fun and some familiar faces for those of you who've seen a couple RLCS Worlds matchups. Leduc, Spydoge, and Walcott over here, over on Canberra Havoc. And the new kids on the block that everyone seems to love, Gaming Gamers, Zenulus, Fiber, and Vive. And this is going to be a good one.
We've got the boys of Canberra Havoc in the orange, Gaming Gamers in the blue. Both teams played Renegades today. Gaming Gamers come out with a slightly better result, taking one game off of them. Canberra Havoc got swept. We'll see how they do now going up against each other. Fiber to pick up control, takes to the air with an absolutely insane-looking car. Love it when the players choose to get a little bit more creative than the Stocktanes. Here comes Spydoge. Past one, picks up the boost in midfield, turns on this one, looks for the shot, gets blocked by Vive in the air. Now Zenulus looking for the extension to midfield. He's going to follow it behind him. He's getting challenged by Walcott on the ground, and it pinches out to midfield. A shot from midfield is good. No! Off both posts and out. Gotta be slightly more accurate than that if you want a goal.
Oh, that's so frustrating. It felt like Canberra Havoc had a goal there, especially because the Gaming Gamers hesitated to go for that ball. They let that opportunity through. I think they were trying to take their time, and they got caught off guard. Unfortunate, though. Pings off two posts, kicks out.
He's back in the midfield. Fiber to turn around. Leduc gonna follow it. Walcott down. Zenulus takes it to the sky. There's Spydoge with the counter. Vive through one. A nice touch. Here comes Canberra. Walcott up for it. Into the middle, in front of the box. Leduc above, and he drops down. Dangerous. Leduc to follow it up and get the first goal of the game. That's Canberra on the board.
Well played here from Leduc. Walcott drops into the middle. Got to win two challenges, though. Quick recovery. Even beats Vive to the ball. And that is, of course, the product of being able to have the momentum of your car follow the play when you go for that challenge against two people. Of course, the defender has to turn all the way around, but Leduc, that took some speed to get back up there and beat the defense to it.
Clean, decisive action earns Canberra their first goal. Now Zenulus out to Fiber. Back in, Vive takes a shot, and Spydoge will cover it up on his retreat back in. Now Vive looking for the pass to Zenulus, taken away by Spydoge. All the way down, he's got Leduc chasing behind him onto the backboard. A good touch from Fiber will make Leduc have to reposition. Walcott keeps the ball dangerous, and it goes back into the corner. Here comes Walcott on the follow-through. He's out of boost now. But now looking for goalies as well, trying to create space. Leduc in the backfield. Gonna go for a second goal. Fiber gets it away.
A lot of time here as well. Nice play from Spydoge. No need to do anything too crazy. You got the lead. Take it back to your half. Always love to see a team take care of the ball and try and keep possession.
Leduc down. Fiber on the retreat, plays it to his corner. Now finds a clear. Spydoge to try and stop it at midfield. Vive picks up control. Walcott takes it from him onto the backboard and bounces. Zenulus now in the sky will take two touches. Try to pick up the midfield boost. Won't be able to chase the ball any further. Fiber takes over for him, pushes the ball further into the orange. Here's Vive with a touch over the top of Walcott. Look for a second one, but Spydoge off to the edge. Now Leduc out of goal. Gets it into the blue.
Speed of Canberra Havoc, making it tough for Gaming Gamers to ever come down with possession on the ball. Their positioning is so strong that the blue side just struggling so much to find a gap to place the ball through. Really having to work for it to even stay with the play. And here, Fiber finally gets tied up on the near post. I mean, he's just trying to grab this boost, hope his teammate comes away with it. Sees that one's off, tries to take the ball cam off to line up with the challenge, but just gets out in front of it. And Canberra Havoc up two.
I mean, I can't believe that first touch from Leduc wasn't in, or from Spydoge wasn't in. Leduc gets a free one there as Fiber, I don't think, knew Leduc was there. And tried to adjust to just pick it up on the rebound. 2-0 now for Canberra. Spydoge. A nice flick into the goal line. Fiber gets it down. Zenulus trying to take control. In the final minute, Spydoge with a touch over the top. It's off the crossbar. Here's Fiber on the chase. And with a flick over, too, could possibly get the first goal for GG. Back in front of the box. Stop from Walcott. Vive over to take control. Not able to get it through Walcott. Fiber over the top of one.
Oh, no.
Now high. Walcott on the outside. Keeps the ball on the edge. Pass back in. Fiber. Falls back. Gets it past one. 30 seconds remaining. They need a goal right now. This is an opportunity. Vive's there and scores. 1 goal game. 24 seconds remaining.
Hey, Gaming Gamers getting excited there. They know they got to score, and they see this pinch come out. Yeah, of course they're both going to dive at it. They need to get something in the back, and at least one of them got it there. Vibe able to turn it in. Fiber, great job to win that challenge along the side wall, but not a lot of time left. How do you manage the kickoff? And it goes right where they want it.
Oh, man. This one dangerous. Walk out with a stop. Now Vive looking to pick it up. Can't quite get enough control, and Spido's up for it. Gets neutralized by Zenulus. Vive rotating back. Won't be able to touch it to a teammate, and Fiber has to play defense. Gets the stop. 7 seconds left. Zenulus into the air. Plays it straight to Walcott. No, but Fiber's there to cover it up. Spido's on the backboard. Gets it away. Zenulus to chase. Ball is out of time.
Oh,
here's Vive to take it. Doesn't make contact. There will be no goal, and Canberra Havoc will walk away 2-1.
Nice play from Canberra Havoc to close out game one, taking out Fibers, the right move. They had the chance there. Vive, excuse me, I just want to say Vibe, forced to stretch for that one because he knew the guy behind him was demoed, but Canberra Havoc, I mean, they didn't get a lot of shots on net here, but this was an incredibly difficult game for Gaming Gamers to try and stay with just because of how strong they were playing positionally. I mean, this whole game was literally just Spidoge, Walcott, and Leduc being in the right place at the right time with the right pace. And that made it so tough for Gaming Gamers to ever come down and hold consistent pressure here in game one. Excuse me.
Yeah, I was just Googling Zenulus. I wanted to know what Zenulus meant. It's not actually a word, it doesn't seem.
It just sounds cool.
Maybe it's associated with like sorcery or something like that. I was just like Fiber and Vive and Zenulus are like such gaming, or the first two are distinctly gaming words. It's like fiber internet and like the Vive headset for VR. It's just like one of the Zenulus, like an easy, because they're gaming gamers. So like they have to be named after gamer stuff, you know? But yeah, Canberra Havoc gonna take that one. And gaming gamers, I don't know, they looked okay earlier today, but did get the 3-1 there, not giving us a lot of room, not a lot to go off of. They only got one win, and now dropping another game here. Canberra definitely looking stronger in the series overall, I'd say.
Yep, you're really just looking for... I think what will help Gaming Gamers is actually getting that ball to go horizontally on their own side of the pitch, because right now, trying to go straight towards that midfield, Canberra Havoc's positioning is too strong, or at least it appeared that way in game one. You really got to move that ball horizontally when you're on your own half to get them to just follow pace of play and pull themselves out of position.
4:40 on the clock here, just the start of game number 2. Gaming Gamers looking to bounce back. Zenulus through the air to the edge, gets tangled up with Vive, but manages to hold on to some control and get the ball across midfield line. Fiber out to challenge this one. Spido should get first touch, and Fiber with a long read doesn't quite find it. And Vive also misses down into the box. It's dangerous. Oh, what a save from Zenulus. Both of his teammates with catastrophic mistakes. Zenulus bails him out.
Leduc is angry. I mean, that was free, and he knows it. He missed that shot, and he paused for just a second on that back line. He was like, I just missed that. And then he got back on the gas pedal and headed back to net. A frustrating miss for Leduc when you're gifted an opportunity. They'll have to look elsewhere.
That's that lean back in your chair and like sigh for just a moment.
Yep.
Before holding down right trigger again. Resuming play. Walcott with the pass out to Leduc. Leduc not quite able to get his car fully behind that ball, and the ball will stretch over his shoulder. Fiber on the back wall. Back to midfield. Walcott with a dribble. Gets it past one. Ooh. Now Zenulus. Touch into the corner. Spido's through the air. Zenulus through 2. Now Fiber. Takes a shot from midfield. Walcott with a save. Is any follow-up here? Zenulus versus Leduc in the corner. It's going to bounce off the ground. No, it's killed by Walcott, and he holds on to control. Now up against Fiber on the backfield. Fiber to take it and gets it off to the side. And what a skyrocketing bounce. Onto the backboard once more. Zenulus, a great touch to block Leduc's follow-up. Vive, the ball gets challenged off of his hood. Fiber to try and kill it in the midfield. Such a neutral game from these teams. They're constantly just playing for stop you from doing what you want, rather than here's, well, I'm actually going to make something for myself. That was about the worst way I could possibly say that, but you get what I'm saying. More pressure from Canberra. So they're looking for that first goal. What a pinch.
Yeah, exactly. When it's limit what your opposition can do, the team who currently holds the possession and the initiative on the attack is who's going to come out on top. And right now, it's just Gaming Gamers struggling to gain that initiative, truly hold on to possession, not just get one touch and have to keep fighting for it.
Fiber off to the side. Got it lofted for Vive.
Oh,
well, nobody was challenging, though. Leduc just waited for those teammates to do the fancy pass move. Now Spidos with a shot that is going to be on target, but slow and steady. Now Vive with the pass across the fiber. He's got up against Leduc and puts it upper 90. What a dangerous shot to take, but it works. Fiber gets him on the board.
Great race up the pitch from Fiber, but how about Vive getting that ball back into his lane at the right speed? I mean, under pressure when you've got people behind you and you know it, that's not an easy touch for Vive to make. That requires a great deal of precision, and he put it on a plate for Fiber.
Fiber makes it worth shooting in front of Leduc there, and the only place Leduc couldn't reach. That'll be the first goal of game number 2, possibly the tying goal of the series. See if Canberra can find a response. It's 5-2. Can he get this one? Spidos will stop him. And now over the top. They get it back into the midfield. Zenulus with a bit of space gets dunked by Leduc. Here's Spidos up for it, looking for the tie game off the backboard. Here's the follow-up. Leduc puts on the pressure once more. And Spidos can't quite get out of the corner to keep it on. Walcott nowhere to be seen. There's Walcott up, pass back out to Leduc. The half flip catch, Vive.
Oh dear.
Onto the backboard. Spidos should be able to reach this one as there wasn't a follow-up from the rest of Gamers. But a minute remaining. Zealous onto the backboard. This one dropping dangerous. Here's Fiber with the pressure and puts in a second one. GG coming alive.
Really weird dive out of goal here from Leduc. I mean, he's got 100 boost here. He can see the shot coming, and he pre-jumps it. Like, Fiber hasn't even hit the ball, and the Duck jumped at that ball. Talk about getting antsy on the goal line. I mean, I think he was just worried Fiber was about to rip one into the top corner, and that's why he jumped so early, but got a little ahead of himself and then couldn't make the adjustment.
All now lofted with 1 minute remaining. Canberra needing to find one to give themselves a chance at 0 seconds. Leduc, Spidos challenging this one quickly. Full-on hustle, Fiber. An excellent second touch. Sets up Vive here, who looks for a third goal. Leduc just goes for the touch and will be rewarded. Now Walcott out of goal, doesn't get the second one. Leduc stretch downfield, Vive to stop it here. Leduc with the catch, Spidos behind him. Vive with the challenge. Spidos is going to have a free shot. Can he get this read? He just wasn't quite positioned well for the read on the ground, so the flight became so much more difficult. And now 12 seconds left in the game. It's looking pretty solid for Gamers Gaming. Leduc gets it back out to midfield. Here's Spidos. Last opportunity. He's got to score on this touch. It has to drop in right here, and it's not going to. Zenulus gets it away, and that's the tied series 2-0. GG come back alive.
Great 5 minutes here from Gaming Gamers. They do a nice job. At least that first goal, I think, really executing that horizontal movement up the pitch. You know, they get that strong clear. Sure, that first touch is under pressure, but Vive delivers. I mean, if you're going to make one quality touch in the game, make it be that one. Put it in the perfect place for Fiber to take that initial lead. And then after that, Canberra Havoc, I mean, the other goal they gave away, just a weird mishap on the defensive goal line from Leduc. But other than that, this was still, I think, 5 minutes of just battling for possession. And a tough game for Leduc because that miss that you just saw right there ended up being the difference maker.
Yeah, no, there was 4 shots from GG in this match, and all of them were Fiber. We saw 0 shots from his teammate. That tells you how much that ball was spending time in the midfield or in the back third for Gamers Gaming. But it felt like a very midfield game. We were talking a lot in the middle of that match about the players playing more of like a takeaway game rather than a creating game. Just trying to stop the team from doing what they want to do instead of creating better offensive opportunities for themselves, because those are dangerous touches to go for that usually leave you exposed. And so the 4 shots we saw were just enough. Fiber being very, very efficient on the offense gets GG the win. Now we're tied up at 1 apiece. Guaranteed game 4. Canberra takes a shot. Spidos gets a stop and then a clear from Leduc. I like the decision to shoot straight at him sometimes. It's kind of it's the fake of shooting. You're like, surely he won't take the obvious shot.
It really does feel like you're just trying to blow the fastball past the guy.
Yeah.
You know, when you're just like, all right, here comes 93 down the middle. Hit it if you can.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, goodness, left. He's going left, right? Oh, no, he went straight at me. Dang it, if I just hadn't moved. We'll duck. Try and put the pressure on Zenulus. Not going to get anywhere. Runs into Spidoge. Just got Walcott in the midfield. Vive puts it high. Walcott up for it. Fiber's already up for it as well. 2 players out on the defense. Nobody really set up in the midfield. Leduc takes the wide rotation, and Zenulus gets it through him. And now, 20 boost to work with. Can he get the double tap off the back crossbar? Leduc will turn on this one. Neither Vive nor Fiber anywhere to be seen.
Almost the full length there for Zenulus. Tight gap to squeeze out on defense, almost turned it into a goal, and then that's actually a nice challenge there from Walcott. Removing Fiber from the play is never a bad option. As people say, one of the most mechanically proficient, and he will turn this one in. Teammates able to recover possession behind him. Leduc a fraction late. Vive sees that Fiber's got this one in lockdown, turns it in for the opening goal.
Yeah, entire net to shoot at. Spidoge company not there. Nowhere to be seen as GG takes the lead once more. Now 3 goals unanswered. Actually, I believe 4 goals unanswered. If you go back to game number 1, they scored the last goal in that game, but it wasn't able to get a second one to tie it up. So they have done all the scoring since end of game number 1. Fiber putting it high. Walcott with a stop. Drops down. Here's just a worm burner, as Yummy likes to say. Blocked by Vibe. Oh, Vive up for another one.
Wow.
Wafted. Oh, over the top. Vive. Counterattack. Walcott in the midfield. Spidoge there. Stopped by 2. Oh, and dear. This turns into a back pass for Vive that helps develop the enemy's positioning. Ball will spend more time in the corner. Spidoge with a touch. Vive out to Zenulus. Intercepted by Walcott. And Canberra's gaining more and more control. We've seen them do this a few times, but not actually had it turn into a goal just yet.
Yeah, it's turning back into that. Just don't let them do what they want for free. Make it a battle for every inch. And I think that gameplay definitely does favor Canberra Havoc. But I think as the series goes on, you're going to see gaming gamers really start to figure out how Canberra Havoc like to approach those positions. And they might start breaking them down. And now that we're in game 3, I think we might be approaching that point. So it'll start to come down to the speed and aggression. And the guy to look for from there will be Fiber. And if he gets put in a tight spot on defense, I'd look for him to work a little magic.
Oh, man, the pressure from Canberra. A nice setup from Leduc. But Spidoge not quite able to turn it in. Now Fiber looking for the setup by himself. Walcott pitches it out. Vibe over the top of 2. Little try and pitch it against the wall. Get it past Spidoge. But Spidoge gets all of his bumper onto it. And Leduc's got a nice clear. Now here comes Canberra looking for that tying goal. Fiber keeps it high. Gets a second one off the ceiling to get it over Walcott. And now up against Spidoge. Spidoge beats him in the 1v2s. Fiber gonna have to chase this one down after Vive passes it upfield to him. And Leduc, an excellent read to get it back to midfield. Beats another player. So many challenges in the midfield, back and forth. Both teams kind of starting to falling apart a bit when they get into the back third. Man, midfield game for both sides strong.
Canberra Havoc having a real great opportunity there. It was just the bounces were a little too unpredictable for him to set up a real shooting angle. The defense was actually toast for gaming gamers. Nobody really in position to be able to challenge a shot, or they were going to have to make a tough save. Just the bounces working against them. And that will suit gaming gamers just fine, but Zenulus has to give it up. Aggressive look from Fiber. Vive gets the demo, and he turned around for the ball. Zenulus in a bad spot and a huge block. Leduc into the middle of the net, and gaming gamers stretch themselves just a smidgen too thin. Zenulus, try as he might, cannot get enough done.
I don't know. That's a really difficult shot to hit. That's one of those almost, you could have 2 goalies, and both of them would be like, nah. And the moment they were like, oh, it would be too late, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Tie game. Finally, Canberra back on the board. Spidoge takes it to the sky. 40 seconds left. Are we going to overtime, or can one of them find that golden goal here in the waning moments?
Nice back pass.
It's a match point, Spidoge. Past 1. To the sky in the corner. Nice setup. A crack across the box. There's Walcott. Up against 2 and now back. 5. The attempt. Spidoj. The sky.
Yeah.
Fiber against Leduc. Time starting to expire, but the ball's still kind of in the dead zones. Off to the side.
Oh,
Neither team being too aggressive. Here's Vive. Does it keep the ball alive? No. Overtime in game number 3. Next goal takes match point.
Canberra Havoc definitely content with an overtime there. Fiber able to sneak one into the corner, put Spidoj in a you need to buy time situation.
Oh, there's a nice one from Vive. If you've just been a little bit further forward, you got the shot for free.
Oh.
Now players tangled up on top of each other. Not the position you usually expect in overtime. And here's Zenulus. Now with Spidoj kind of alone in the back, they get it past him. The rest of the defense going to get set up quickly and dodge disaster. Leduc with a nice long one. Spidoj to the sky. Zenulus finds the answer, and Vive will put it into the orange corner. Now Walcott.
Oh, he's too late.
One, flip over 2. Can they find it? And he sure can. Spidoj on an empty net falls on the ball. A loose double tap to win it.
And so the same thing that got Fiber into the overtime situation, just a little too aggressive, thinking that as the third man, they've got the time to go for a challenge, but both times, just a fraction late, a clean beat over the top of Fiber gives an open net, and Canberra Havoc will win game 3.
Game 3 in the books. Canberra Havoc now up on match point. Man, you know, after the way that last game went and the way this game started, I was starting to really believe in the Fiber train here, as he again is the only player that got a goal on 3 shots there, 2 saves. Fiber has been everything for this Gamers roster, but Canberra Havoc in overtime, I mean, it's just a few openings on defense achieves. That was both the goals for Canberra.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're right. That equalizer obviously requiring a heroic shot from Canberra Havoc to get that one into the back of the net, but still the result of just a little over aggressive, and that's when you just can't afford to make such a risky decision there in that third man role, because if you let that uncontested push come back through and put the people rotating into net in tight situations, goals like that happen at the top level, and Canberra Havoc made them pay in both spots.
Well, we'll get into game 4. Canberra up by 1 game and on match point. They win this one, they take the series, and they will advance to tomorrow's playoffs. So Walcott up, challenged by Vive. Fiber in the corner, moving out. Zenulus to attempt. Now Vive. Fiber out to the edge. Walcott high. Fiber continuing to just try and play defense in this corner. They get it through 2 now. Back to midfield. Leduc to the sky, and Vive not going to make any contact. Zenulus up against 2 defenders. They're covering the far post. Zenulus just tries to put it up on the crossbar. You're kidding. Then one of the most blatant own goals I've seen in a long time. Leduc drops the LOL in all caps in chat.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to hit this one out into the corner. But obviously does not get around the ball enough and just smashes that top left corner.
Man, Leduc should aim for the corners more often.
Yeah, for real.
That was a banger of a shot. And GG will take that one. Happy to have it. Now look for the response at the other end. Walcott puts it high, and Spidoj up, gets it past another defender. Fiber off the wall. Gets it out to the edge, and you know Leduc is looking for that redemption. He's got a whole game ahead of him to make it happen, and Walcott will get it. The defenders caught with their pants down.
Fiber almost makes a beautiful play. He just misses the timing on that perfect landing to dribble that ball past the midfield, and Vive can't cover up, just misses the read, and a gimme for Canberra Havoc. Leduc's own goal redeemed.
Well, not for Leduc just yet, but for the team. They are tied up. Leduc's still hungry for one, I'm sure.
I think Leduc's still upset about that open net he missed 2 games ago.
Yeah. Sitting over there just doing the muttering under his breath. He's playing the game. Can't believe it. Freaking plays. 3:33 on the clock. Spidoj into the corner. Walcott circling the midfield, and Vive. Nice loft. Up to Zenulus. Zenulus going to chase this one himself. Look for the flip reset. I think he actually used his flip right as he got it. Not going to do much with it, but Fiber over one. He's got Vive on the far side. Traps against the wall. Here comes Vive for the shot, and it's just off the post. Walcott now back out, getting pounded. Zenulus trying. Walcott with an open net to shoot out, but it's his own, so he's got to play it to the corner. He will not take the open net.
Demonstrating the proper technique for pushing the ball to the corner as Leduc waited patiently in the goal just in case, you know?
Leduc, he's like, Leduc, you see that? I understand the temptation, but it's just don't do it, man. Don't go to the dark side. Spido's out of this corner. They're approaching halftime. Reminder, Canberra Havoc up by 1 game. If they were to win this one, they are done and through to tomorrow. Spido's into the sky and Fiber to cover him up. Excellent touch from Walcott. Zenulus off the backboard. Actually doesn't make contact. Here's Leduc to try and equalize, try and take the lead and redeem himself. Spido's off the wall, up against Fiber. Got in the air first. Out to Zenulus. Walcott now. Looks for the pass into the midfield. Through one. Fiber's there. 2 players commit for Canberra. That leaves Spido's alone. And his touch is going to be well worth it. Vive demolished out of net. Walcott's got it back down. Here's an opportunity. Nobody's there. Leduc just doesn't realize he can go up and take a free shot, I guess. Now off the backboard. A miss from the backboard defense. Spido steals the goal, or the boost, rather. English. Wow. Walcott with a drop. Fiber with the stop. And now Zenulus trying to try, but couldn't get the clear. Leduc keeps the pressure on, and Vive finally with an absolute howitzer to the corner.
A much-needed clear there from Vive and Fiber. That is the big block that they need in the midfield to get things back into an even footing for both teams. As Walcott able to sneak this one back to the midfield line, and Zenulus fires one down the middle. Spido dodges the demo and gets the save.
Oh, the follow-up from Fiber blocked by Walcott. They keep it clean on defense. So far, Canberra Havoc have yet to let Gamers Gaming score on their goal in this game. But here comes the opportunity. Zenulus and Vive going to try and do it. Spido in net gets the save. The defense continues. Walcott off the wall. Plays the ball only to himself. Vive's there first. Gets the pass across to Zenulus onto the backboard. Where is the pressure from the rest of Gamers? Vive hesitant to move up, not confident in his ability to read it off the backboard. Fiber now with a setup. Vive, no boost. He might have been able to play as a deflection board of some sort, but not able to position himself tighter. Final minute of gameplay. Fiber onto the backboard, just trying to stay alive in the series and get us a game 5. Leduc now to the corner. He's going to miss it. He's out of boost, and Zenulus takes over control. Now across the field to Vive. He's going to try and slow it down. No, couldn't quite kill it.
Don't panic. Yeah, there you go. Walcott recognizing nobody around. Just take a deep breath and make sure we get out of here.
Man, Spido just challenges the midfield. I feel like I've yet to see him lose one. But the pressure from GG continues. 15 seconds remaining. Tied up at 1 apiece. Overtime possibly looming again. Here's Vive, gets taken away. Zenulus pass one. No, Spidos gets it off. The demolition from Zenulus on Walcott and net. Fiber gets the pass down to Vive, but outdistances his teammate. They're not able to get the shot right away. Now Spidos up for it, and we'll go to overtime in game number 4. Canberra Havoc score. They move forward to the playoffs.
Gamers Gaming try as they might. I think they had a couple good opportunities to get the offense started, but just miss executing. And I think the thing you need to see Gamers Gaming deliver on defense is going to be those tough clears over their shoulders. Spidos makes a big one. Leduc under no pressure. Panics. Fiber in the middle. Spidos there to make the block. Walcott needs the second save. Zenulus out to the corner. And again, Canberra Havoc having to play some tough defense.
Spidos was completely out of boost. Walcott saves him there on that second touch and keeps him alive in game 4. Walcott up. Nice blast over. Zenulus with a nice interception, but he's out of boost. Can't get the second touch, and Leduc will play it into the corner back behind Zenulus, and now over the top of Vive. Here's Fiber, last player on the offensive drive. Neutralizes enough that Vive can do the quick half turn. Gets it back into the box. Spido's up for it. Over the top of Zenulus. No, Zenulus reaches it just enough. Pushes it off to the wall and chases it himself, using all his boost just to keep the ball in the back third and see if Vive and Fiber can find the shot. But Spido's going to emerge with control. The guy does not lose the 50-50s. Zenulus off the wall. Walcott into the midfield. Leduc to quickly turn on that one. Beats Vive. Important touch to stop the counterattack from Gamers.
Ooh,
Now Vibe on the back wall looking for it. Oh, a touch from Spidos again saves him. Zenulus now to keep the pressure on. Is Fiber anywhere to be seen? 2 goalies up for it. Fiber's got to find a way to get the shot towards the goal, but just bounces it off the corner twice. Minute and a half into overtime, we keep going.
Oh, Spidoge, I think he was trying to tip that back up into his teammate Leduc from the midfield. Will try and keep the pressure going, but Canberra Havoc probably going to have to fight for possession again.
There's 3-1 Fiber. Back out to Zenulus.
Oh, in the same spot.
Walcott and Zenulus right on top of each other. Spido's just waiting for this ball to come down to him. Just goes for the flick instead. They get it past 2 now. It's all up to Walcott. He plays it to the wall. Now Vibe of the setup. 2 players commit and Walcott demolished. That's the defense completely amok for Canberra Havoc, but they get an excellent touch out of it on the double commit, so won't be too punishing. Now a long one from the corner. Walcott with a stretch. Gets to it. And this has been a very GG-heavy overtime.
Very.
They've had way more shot opportunities than Canberra, despite Canberra being 1 goal away from being done for the day. Well, Duck really Zenulus trying.
It's going to feel like, I think, if Gamers Gaming can get a hold of those long touches that go over their shoulder and up the wall, they start getting a handle on those, then Canberra Havoc might be in trouble. They've let a few of those through, and Fiber needs to make a nice touch. But so far, an excellent overtime for Gamers Gaming. Just no mistakes on defense and the inability to find the demos on the goal line to try and open more holes.
No mistakes on defense, except I don't think the ball's touched the back third. Gamers Gaming in like 3 minutes. There's a shot from Zenulus. It's too high. Follow-up from 5 is good. They push it through and force game 5.
Doesn't have to touch the back third. They'll just keep him boxed in the whole time. Zenulus, that's the right idea. Go right back up to that backboard. That uncontested approach, trying to get up to it from the goal line. Can't make the read. That's what's got Gamers Gaming into a little bit of trouble in their series, and it leads to victory here for them this time in Game 4. Canberra Havoc struggling to find that offensive rhythm that they had, and again, the own goal is the difference maker here. This one could have ended 4 minutes ago.
Name a better duo. OC own goals on Utopia Dusk.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait. Happens a lot, apparently. Gamers Gaming there. 2-1. We've gone back and forth in the series. Canberra Havoc winning games 1 and 3. Gamers Gaming winning games 2 and 4. So that means we go to game 5, and it all comes down to this moment. Fiber again on top of the scoreboard here. Also with no offensive stats other than he had about 4 shots, but no assists, no saves. No assists, no goals. The 3 saves, the savior medal there for Fiber, the thing that put him on top.
Yeah, a lot of that credit comes from his ability to chase down the ball and get a lot of challenges, clears, centers, things like that, stuff you don't really see on the stat lines. So, well-played game from Fiber. The speed definitely paying dividends. We'll see if Canberra Havoc start to get a bit more of a handle on the midfield here. But like I thought earlier, Gamers Gaming starting to get accustomed to their opponents. And now it's up to Canberra Havoc to show that they've got another bag of tricks to open.
Game number 5. This one's for all the marbles. You win here, you're through to the playoffs. You lose, you're going to have to play another best of 5 against somebody else. Well, both these teams would love to be done for the day. Zenulus the trap on 1. There's a flick over 2. We'll duck off to the edge. 5 now. Chasing this. Zenulus puts it high. Now chase down. Onto the backboard. Fiber with an excellent clear. The no man's lane. Walcott will try to adjust and attack it. Now the counterattack just wide again. Canberra Havoc had many excellent looks, many excellent counterattacks that have gone wide, just barely wide of the goal.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Spidoge looking for the absurd angle.
I think he got bumped. It came off a little hotter than he expected.
Vive falling back. Vive in particular feels like has been a little bit timid in this series. Oh, as this drop is dangerous, Zenulus will get the clear. But struggling to read things off the walls.
I think that's everyone on Gamers Gaming. When they're getting those long clears over their shoulders, I think it's been tough for them to really get a handle on them sometimes. But so far in this game, nothing too dangerous yet, but definitely what Canberra Havoc want is to spend more time past the midfield line, which they have done so far.
There's a touch to the corner. Blocked again by Spidoge. If I had to put one player in the MVP role from Canberra Havoc, I feel like Spidoge is that player for me.
Definitely right now, yeah.
This midfield
Great
play.
on the challenges, great on the clears. Not necessarily the big setup artist, but making a lot of critical touches.
Definitely keeping his team up on offense, the most of any of them. Fiber's touching the corner. Spider's got the boost steal and now going up. Not gonna happen just yet. There's a pass out. Spidoge with a shot from the corner. Oh, it's just too high. Bounces back out, saved by the woodwork. Leduc now to come in, tries to get it behind Fiber, but no, Fiber's there. Now Vibe up on the challenge. There's the speed we're hoping from him. And now Zenulus with an excellent dunk into the backfield. Leduc will have time to pick this up, but Vibe's gonna bubble off of it. Zenulus quickly turns back in on this. Can he find the shot? No, it's just too high. Follow-up from Fiber's good, but Walcott will block it and keep us scoreless halfway through the decisive game number 5.
And a real nice continuation from Walcott as well, exercising the time. Now he puts the pressure on Fiber. Leduc turns it in. Walcott works magic on the goal line, works it in the midfield as well. Great usage of time and space, delays a challenge, gets the bump. Walcott does everything, and Leduc tips his cap. Thank you very much, sir.
Well done to Walcott to wait for, or well done to Leduc to wait for Walcott to make that possible. Canberra, this might be it. They got to hold on for 2 minutes. What has been a low-scoring series. Every game is headed by 2 goals. A nice block on the flyback, and Vibe with a follow-up, though, immediately equalizes us. We're going to keep playing.
Got it right back. Walcott denied by Fiber. Massive block. Leduc trying his best. Unfortunately, though, doesn't go to safety. Goes towards that top corner of the box, and Vibe, waiting on it, jumped on it.
Very neutral kick out. Vibe to pick this one up, and is looking for the lead right here on the follow-up. Dropped it into the box. Can anyone get back? Leduc recovers from the corner, and Spido's now going to try and look for a counterattack. He's got Walcott underneath, finds the pass down, but intercepted by Zenulus. Leduc in the goal. He'll come out on the challenge. Zenulus missed contact. Vibe was there. Now Fiber up for it. Just gets a pass across the field, forcing everybody to reposition. There won't be any shot following up that touch. We'll actually see a turnover in possession. Here's Leduc with the setup. Nearly got the flip reset for a clever play.
Fiber was actually, I think he got locked flat-footed there. He actually had no idea what was about to happen there with Leduc. Spidoge again from the insane. This time it comes off soft. Leduc tries to slam it home. Zenulus on top of things.
Fiber looking for bumps way down the field. Zenulus got one touch and now dropping into the box. Leduc gets it away. Final minute of game 5, tied up at 1 apiece.
Ooh, here's the
Get
tough
into
one.
silver goal. Fiber off to the edge. Walcott was there. Fiber past Walcott this time. Leduc in the backfield. Goes from third man to first man in an instant. Spidoge. Here's Vibe. Fiber now. With less than 30 seconds. Pressure from Gamers Gaming is starting to build. Spidoge to try and neutralize it as he's done the entire series. Leduc in the corner, not the best of touches, but no strong positioning from the Gamers. 9 seconds left. Overtime looming on the horizon. Who gets the final push? Zenulus into the corner. Here's Fiber to try. A bump from Zenulus might help, but ball's going to touch the ground. No real shots there at buzzer beater time. Overtime, next goal wins achieves.
I think Gaming Gamers actually caught him off there at the end of regulation, but unfortunately that touch from, I believe it was Zenulus, just a little too strong. And so overtime here, and honestly, it really is a toss-up here. I think they both played pretty evenly matched in that regulation. So does it come down to another big dribble from somebody like Walcott, a defensive mistake?
Nobody's home. Nobody's home.
Nobody's home.
That's the game. Oh, they left it wide open on defense. And the freest goal of the tournament's going to send Canberra Havoc to the playoffs.
And the same problem that bit Gamers Gaming earlier on in the series, Fiber, too aggressive from the midfield as the third man goes for a challenge that he has no business going for and is justly punished.
Oh my goodness. Fiber actually admitting, he's saying, like, I trolled, guys. I'm sorry. Like, he's feeling that pressure. He knows the mistake he made, but they will have another opportunity to try and qualify to tomorrow. And with how close this series was, it's hard for me to look at this team of Chiefs and not consider them one of the best in the region and worthy of playing those playoffs tomorrow.
Yeah, I think Gaming Gamers definitely played well. Definitely the series got away from them. Some awkward mishaps here on defense, letting a few goals I think that they would normally square away and get out to safety came through as well. And some slight over-aggression as well really bit them in the behind here in this series. So good luck to Gamers Gaming in that 2-2 round.
We'll see them a little bit later on, but for now, it's time to turn things over, get the next round set up. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the last round of our OCE Major. Stick around. You're watching the RLCSX.